We are somewhere near Springfield, Illinois. You can check these guys out if you need to.
I think they're more trying to check you up.
Why does it say it's for the drinker who sips it now?
I'm the GM here.
Nice to meet you, Drew. Somebody tell Total Wine this is how you handle folks who come in trying to film. Now I'm eating a horse's shoe. Okay, I am gonna need a buggy now. You think the camera's gonna help you or hurt you? Hurt. We are somewhere near Springfield, Illinois. I think this is Riverton. It's been a long week already. We've been in Kentucky. Lots of bourbon hunts and barrel picks and late nights. And then we got up early this morning after being out till about 2 o'clock and drove over here. I've just chugged this Monster energy drink, and now I feel like I can see people's thoughts. You can't think that on camera. We've got a rowdy crew here today. We've got Ben, Corbin, semi-local, but not exactly. Some of these stores know we're coming. This one in particular came very highly recommended, but also he's in the group already. He's in the Discord. Nobody had to tell him when we announced so we could find some local guides. He already knew. Nothing we can do about that. I am gonna do some surprise drop-in hunts at some point in the near future. Literally in Iowa, we may not tell anybody and just start dropping into stores. Because I know y'all wanna see, some more authentic, don't know we're coming kind of hunts. Kentucky was like that. Nobody recognized us in Kentucky. Let's get this bourbon hunt started. Riverton Party Stop?
Riverton Party Store.
Party Store, okay. Pretty good spot right here?
It's a good spot.
Is this the best one in town? That's what you told me, isn't it? Or you said this was your spot?
This is my spot. You've got some other big box that have bigger selection, but this has got a lot in themselves.
What makes this one so special?
Do a lot of cool store picks, a lot of unique events. The owner's awesome. It's a cool spot. You'll see.
Okay, You agree?
Yeah, and we'll do like a little buggy, as you call, in the center that has like $20 bottles of whatever. So we'll do a bunch of deals all the time too. So best spot in the area, in my opinion.
Well, let's go check it out. We're starting with the best. My first time hunting in Illinois. I know I'm gonna get Chicago at some point. It just has never made the schedule. We're gonna do that hunt for sure. What in the world is that? Already seeing weird stuff. Bourbon, whiskey, and Armagnac hand bottled in Vermont. So it's bourbon blended with Armagnac and bottled in Vermont. Minnesota, Tennessee, France. So 5 barrels. Okay, that's strange. I don't know if I want it or if I don't. Is this a place that gives samples?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. They just got an Elijah Craig barrel pick in yesterday, so they went through a bunch of it already.
Play like a champion today.
Lou Holt.
Okay, if Lou Holtz has his own whiskey.
I guess so.
Did he have anything? I'm sure you tasted all the barrels.
I think, yeah.
And he said this one.
Well, I don't the rain man come.
He's trying hard not to laugh on that one, isn't he?
Bottled and distilled in North Carolina.
The classic square bottle.
Pretty much anything off of these barrels, they do like a 2 for $99 special.
Okay.
So sometimes there's really good things just hidden, but
So this is the liquidation.
yeah, pretty much.
What's that Courage and Conviction right here? This tube.
You don't like single malts, but that's a really
Is that the Cuvée?
They should have one at the end.
We just bought a barrel of the Cuvée. That's how much I liked it.
I like single
Yeah,
malts.
I don't like single malts either, but that one was probably the best one I've ever had.
They did a school here where they had someone come from the distillery and give samples of everything, and it was tremendous.
This has been my go-to lately.
Green River Full Proof is on sale.
Delicious.
It's hard to beat that at the price, honestly. Hey, I can't believe Lou Holtz's whiskey is on the clearance rack. It's really hard for me to understand.
We've got a barrel pick of this, Old Orleans.
Old Orleans. Never. The Beautiful and the Damned. French oak. I'll just put that back where it goes. Uh-oh. Old Dominic made it on. Whoop. This is just asking for me to break something.
He does have a single barrel behind you.
I don't even know if I could sit this down now at this point. I'm holding it and they're gonna. Okay. Ooh, look at these right here. Beautiful. Oh, you got the Hy-Vee 123 proof. Have you had these?
Yeah.
That's fantastic whiskey right there. $60.
That's $60.
Dude, that's great whiskey for $60 right there. I don't think I've ever seen a single barrel of the Hy-Vee in a store yet.
Was this the one you said you liked, or was that something else?
The Oloroso, no, it's the sherry finish. I know Oloroso is, but it's a different one. It's not their wheat whiskey, it's their bourbon. It's in a tube like that though, and this one's good. It's just their bourbon has like some dark sugars to it, and that sherry just went really well with it. Now this is quite the paradox here, isn't it? You could get the bonded 100 proof for $80, or you could get the 123 proof for $60. That's really tough. I mean, that one's good. If the prices were reversed, it would make sense. Ironfish. Any good local distilleries?
There's one in Peoria, Black Band. I want to love it. It's close to where I'm from. I don't know if it's too young or what. It's just not there yet for what I like. And there's a couple Chicago ones, but aside from that, not really.
Whiskey Acres in DeKalb.
Whiskey Acres, yeah. I've had some of their stuff, but the Whiskey Acre stuff I had was really young as well, but that maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, I've had that bottle for a while. So maybe they've got some older stuff now. I don't know. You ought to get a close-up because I can't get far enough away to... I think we're going to swap. More whiskey back here. Okay. There's whiskey everywhere.
This is the clearance part.
Oh, this is the Benchmark 8s. The Starlight Blackberry, which is their #1 seller. Apparently they don't drink blackberry around here. Smoke Wagon was this one of their Halloween editions. $20 for a freaking Smoke Wagon. I think this is one of their lower proof ones. Yeah, it looks like 90 something proof. Backbone. Some of that Backbone stuff's been really good. The Larceny barrel proof label looks nice. I like the change on that. It's a good looking bottle. What is that, J. Henry there?
Single barrel J. Henry back here.
There's right here's a rye or something. A couple of J. Henrys over here. I've got quite a bit of J. Henry at the house. Ooh, red line. Which one is that? Toasted barrel red line. Experimental cask collection. That's a maple syrup finish.
I think they had one that was like 10 years.
The Hive edition, is that the Amberana honey? Or is that just the honey?
Amberana.
Actually, to me, that's the best Amberana finish on the market. To me. That one is much more like cinnamon roll with the honey. We tried one of those. Somebody brought one at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. I like that better than the Rio.
I could do cinnamon roll.
Now, I'm still not endorsing Amberana, so don't Amberana anything. But if you're into Amberana, you should try that one for sure. And usually it's not in blue writing or blue saran wrap. There's too much to even look at here. The Brewers Coalition. Oh, this is Goose Island Bourbon County Stout something or another with Virginia Distilling. So I'm assuming this is going to be some single malt something or another. And we're just going to put that back where it belongs. Stout cask finish American single malt though.
So, how can it be bottled bond?
Well, a bottle and bond just means it's 4 years old in a bonded warehouse.
So it doesn't have to be a
all of
bourbon.
that stuff. I don't guess it has to be
I
bourbon.
didn't know that.
I don't know. Apparently not. I mean, that's a single malt.
Yeah.
But let me know, can we get a bottle and bond vodka? Can I get barrel aged bottle and bond vodka? Is that a thing? Is that anybody ever done it? That's what I want to know. But I want a bottle and bond rum.
You got the red line back there. Try it.
Got the red line, the honey Amberana,
Yeah, the Hive.
the Hive. You got one to sample? All right.
I'll open one. I don't care.
Well, let these gentlemen sample it. I'll have it with them. What do you know about this thing right here, the Hogsworth?
It's like a affordable version of Bacta or whatever from Vermont.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a gimmick. Like he was here last week. He's kind of like Boss Hog, or you know what I mean. He dresses that part.
He went all out.
He travels in a white Cadillac, and you know, I mean, he dresses in all white.
If he had been driving a Lincoln Continental, I would have bought it. But he's driving a Cadillac, so we can't do it.
You know, come to think of it, was Lincoln Continental.
No. Can't change it now. You can check these guys out if you need to. I don't want to hold up the line.
I think they're more trying to check you up.
Oh, you trying to check me out?
A little bit.
We're drawing a crowd over here.
Say hi. Yeah, that's all.
Well, hello? Y'all here bourbon hunting, or y'all just happen to swing by, or is word's getting out?
I had the day off, and 9 times out of 10,
We're
I
always
spent it
drinking in
here.
here.
So.
Okay.
A couple of these fellas are always in there.
Well, if you're not drinking, if you own a liquor store, you run a liquor store, you work at a liquor store, and you're not day drinking, what are you even doing? Like, why are you even have that job? You might as well get a job in a factory somewhere. You get to try it first. You tell me.
That's pretty sweet. You want your own glass?
That'd be fine. If you got another one, I'll try it. I'm gonna see if it's as good as the one that somebody gave me at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. All right, he's not digging it.
It's like real, man.
I can see his thoughts.
It's a little strong on the cinnamon.
Okay.
I would say.
But they're all strong on the cinnamon. But this may be a different release.
It's 2. Yep, it's batch 2.
Is it?
Yep, that one just dropped.
This one's not as sweet as the other one. Yeah, not as sweet as the other one. This one's not better than Rio. The one I had the other day, though, in that particular day, I liked it better. Red Line is really known for their finishes. Like, that's what they do really well. And a lot of their finished stuff are some of my favorites.
Yeah, I was expecting more like vanilla.
Yeah, the cinnamon's a little drier on this one, or maybe we had just drank a lot before we had it. I don't know. Could be that too. So I'm gonna retract. This is not better than the Rio, but the one I had the other day, I really enjoyed.
Super excited to see you walk in, and this is one of my favorite liquor stores.
I hear this is the best one, so we started
just
with the best
good
one.
samples, good prices. It's hard to beat.
I like that old Dom hat.
Yeah, I did a pick at Hewling Station with A1 in Effingham, so they gave us some swag for doing it. It's pretty cool. You try his Red Line store pick?
I have not. No, not
That's
yet.
the first one I had when I walked in. So I don't know if it was my first pour of the day type of scenario. It is. He's got to try that one.
All right, we'll try it. We'll try it.
You might want to wash that glass.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if it's got Amberana, I may need to burn it out. What's your review?
I like that one.
That's nice. It's got like a little, almost like a little tobacco note to it. It's definitely got some heat. Yeah.
So these guys like do a finishing most of the time?
Most of the stuff I like the best from them are their finished products. I think that's what I see the most from them are finished products. Their honey finish was fantastic. That's the one I drink the most at the house. 7-year-old Whiskey Acres? Yeah, is that the only one?
No.
All right, we're gonna say I'm buying that one for sure. I've had some stuff from them, but it was years ago, and it was like super young juice. They're one of those that grow their own grains, right, and all of that. So a lot of those folks want it to be more grain forward.
It is.
So like, have you had Frey Ranch? Yeah. Kind of the same. Like theirs is very grain forward, but I love it. See what you got over here. Heaven Hill Bonded. Man, I don't know what I'm getting on camera here. I know y'all want me to show the selection more. Got the benchmark stuff across the bottom, but it's not super easy to do. There's some Buffalo Trace White Dogs right here, cases of the White Dog. Just loaded up in here. Laird's straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey finished in apple brandy barrels. More dark art stuff. All the hard truth in the world. Maker's Mark's just making a bottle for every team at this point they can get their hands on. They're like, hey, we sell more bottles if we put a team on it.
Some store picks back there on that shelf too.
Stuff hiding back here. Everywhere. Everywhere.
That Dark Arts single malt, I was super skeptical, but I thought it was finished at first, but it's not. It's tangerine. It's wild.
Probably not gonna give me the bite on that though. What are these? 4-year Willets. I thought those looked like black tops at first in the light, but green top Willets. Some Knob Creeks. 7-year Knob Creek Rise. This seems like the kind of place you got to look at the boxes too, just to see what's sitting around, right? It's something he probably lost 7 years ago over there in the corner and he hadn't found yet. The good stuff's back there?
Oh, I don't know.
This where you got all the BTAC? Is that where the Pappies are at?
I've never had BTAC in 35 years.
Really?
From bottle one.
Well, you're not selling enough Wheatley vodka.
I'm telling you. That's what they're telling me. Literally sold almost $1 million this year with that company to get 5 bottles of Pappy, which that's the most I've ever had, but not even qualifying for BTAC, so I don't know.
So the Van Winkle, when you say Pappy, I assume they're giving you 10s and 12s?
I got 115.
115?
2 10s. 2
So the 15 is easier to get than a BTAC?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Didn't realize that.
I don't know what their system is, but it's tough. It's tough.
You don't have that 15 still laying around?
Every trip you come in, you get a ticket, and we'll sell it to them for MSRP, but only one lucky person's gonna.
Yeah. So you're gonna draw? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you handle most of your allocated stuff. You just.
If it's one bottle of, or we got a VIP kind of, not VIP, anybody's invited, but we'll do a VIP night, so you get 1 ounce pour of, like, I got one birthday bourbon, like, hey, do you guys want to draw for this at something, or they'll just drink an ounce of it a piece, put 5 other bottles with it, and have a VIP night, and sometimes that's what I do with that. That's what I did with my birthday bourbon. Of course, the Pappy I'm not, because people want it so bad, draw so many people in, just one damn bottle.
Just to have a chance.
With thousands of people, thousands of bottles.
You ever get any like the Jack Daniel's special release stuff?
Yeah, I just got a bottle of Coy Hill that, we're going to, I've been thinking of, and it's not a high proof one.
Never even seen it.
I don't think they're high proof this time.
Yeah, it's like 125 proof.
Yeah. I think that all of them I've heard anybody see are in the 120s.
What I'll probably do with that, so I got a buddy that's got a 10, a buddy that's got a 12, do a VIP night with just Jack Daniel's only.
Did you have an old Granddad 16?
I did have. I'm supposed to get more of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
That would be nice to find. This is allocation season. It's early in the allocation season though, so it's hard to find the super rares. I got it. Coy Hill is high on the list. Barrel proof E.H. Taylor rye. Be nice to get. Yes, you don't have to ask me twice. Oh, you got a little sample?
Yeah, man, you can help yourself. You know.
Is this store always like this, where there's like 800 people just hanging out? This reminds me of like back home, the gas stations. You'd have like 3 old guys just sitting out front of a gas station. That's all they did all day, just sitting. They had seats that came out of like a high school auditorium, just bolted to the ground, and they'd just sit there all day, just hanging out, talking shit to people that came and pumped gas. That's not that special. It's dry.
Do you get this kind of like one note kind of?
Yeah, it's not like, honestly, I greatly prefer the 100 proof rye to this. Now, I'll get a bottle, and if I can find one at MSRP, just so I could have it and try it and blind it. But I expected a lot more out of it.
I get sweet and I get rye.
Yeah, it's honestly not a lot of flavor.
No.
Like, it's very subtle, but it's dry all the way through the palate. Finish falls off a cliff. Like, that is just not special. That's a Debbie Downer right there,
Any chance we could check out the back room real quick?
Yeah, do it, man. Act like it's your place.
I can film in the back room?
You can do whatever.
He said act like it's my place, so just y'all get some boxes.
See if you like that.
Oh, this is the French oak, Old Orleans.
First ever.
Pour me a sample of that over there, if you would, in that Glen. We'll walk around with it. Okay.
The very first barrel. So he came to me and he's like, "You want to have it? Post the first barrel." I'm like, dude, that's about as cool as it gets for me.
Yeah.
Getting somebody's very first word.
French oak, whatever that was. Dude, check this out right here.
What else?
That's I don't think his ears are that big. Okay.
So this is where it's got a bunch of the bourbon schools where he'll bring distillery reps in to give samples and talk about things. And
It's like Bourbon Church. Got some pews, some hymnals. Like, literally, they're having church in here.
they do.
Yeah. Better than I expected. Still not to my palate. But if that's the first barrel, that's a great start.
Yeah.
So, congratulations on getting started. I thought we were going back where he hides all the good whiskey.
I think that's right there.
If this is it,
Oh.
he said act like we own the place. There's not enough light. Can't see.
I
It's
just
blocked
want to see a
by a
Coy Hill
table.
to make sure they exist. 'Cause I've never seen them.
I've got one at the house, not this release, but a previous one, and it does exist, and it's very tasty. Always look at the prices here, apparently, because this one is $20 cheaper, isn't it? Or no, I can't read. It's just marked off. It looked like $49.
It is to you.
Oh, it is to me? Well, thank you. Okay. It's like your label printer was kind of wearing out there.
You hate single malts, right?
Yes, for the most part. I do not like single malts.
I think I got the only one that Macaulay at Dark Arts put out. We went down there
Okay.
and picked it. It's so freak forward and crazy. It's not. I don't like single malts, and at the end of our tour, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna buy that barrel, and I ended up coming back with it. So I was kind of like, man, if I like it, you might.
You got one open?
I do.
All right. So my favorite single malt right now is the Virginia Distilling Cuvée cask. We bought a barrel of that. It's just like peach, nectarine.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's my second favorite.
Okay, so this beats it.
I think.
All right.
You might hate it.
It smells pretty good. Like I don't even like the smell of a single malt, and this finish covers it up really well. It's not better than the Cuvée cask. No, the Cuvée cask I have is a single barrel, so they may all be different. This is similar. The single maltedness comes through a lot more on this one than it does the Cuvée cask that I had. This might be number 3 for me behind Compass Box Hedonism. I like Tangerine apparently. All right, well, I think we're going to head on to the next store, man. It was nice to meet you. Yes, sir. Great store.
Thanks for coming in, dude.
Absolutely.
That means the world to anything like that, you know. I mean, it's tough enough out here with being a mom and pop, family-owned and operated shop that you got to be here.
There's not a lot of stores we go into that are this focused on whiskey, so it's great.
Well, and transparency, you know, it's like you know what you're selling and shit, but it's tough. And they make it tougher every year. Them other boys don't give you enough samples, come on back. We'll finish it off right.
Well, that was definitely a good way to start this hunt. We got ourselves a 7-year Whiskey Acres, ran into a bunch of cool folks, but pretty obvious we're not going to be incognito today. So we're going to find a few more stores. We're going to see what kind of whiskey we can secure, but yeah, I don't know if it goes uphill from that. So we'll find out. Tell me about this liquor store. What do you know? Nothing about it?
Been in here once a while back. It's gonna be average.
Okay, well, let's go look at this average. We don't even know how to get in. It's not a good sign. Oh, we're just doing some bourbon hunting. Is this a good spot for that?
Not anymore, really. No, we're more of a neighborhood store nowadays.
Okay.
We did used to get allocations every once in a while. Haven't gotten anything allocated in probably close to a year.
I got you.
Yeah.
So y'all just stick to the commodity stuff for the
Yeah,
most
just
part?
stuff that will sell here in the neighborhood, unfortunately. I mean, are you guys from the area?
No, I'm just passing through.
Casey, what's the one on Wabash that has all the bourbon?
Is it famous?
Famous Liquors.
Famous Liquors?
Yeah, they will have a bunch of allocation now. They will charge ridiculous prices for it, but they will have probably the best allocation supply here in town right now.
Okay.
Other than Binny's, but Binny's is once it hits the shelves, it's usually gone within by the end of the day.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Well, we spent like an hour in the last store and about 3 minutes in this one. Nice people. They understand. They get the game, you know. The store he told me to go to is actually on the list as do not bother, avoid this store at all costs. But now I'm super curious. I mean, we might have to, sounds like secondary pricing. We'll see. We might not waste our time. Depends on how the rest of the hunt goes. Time to move on to the next one. I think we're going to go grab a quick lunch because it's after 2 o'clock and my children are starving. So we're going to grab a quick lunch and then hit the third store. Apparently Jill has chosen a place called Darcy's Pint for lunch. She will be joining us, and I'm eating a horseshoe. What is a horseshoe? I mean, I know what a horseshoe is, but I've never eaten one.
Different variations. Most of it's going to be like either a bed of Texas toast. Some people do fries. They'll throw burger patty, cheese, just kind of slop, and it's delicious.
When you describe it that way, it really sounds very appetizing. Slop on Texas toast. You eat this?
It's my favorite food. So toast, you can get chicken, hamburger, steak. On top of that's fries, and they put cheese sauce. Then you can get diced onions, whatever.
Why am I the fat one here? I just walked in here and he said he's the reason we're here. Now, were you waiting for us here? Is that what you've been doing?
No, actually, I drove up from St. Louis to golf today.
Okay. So why this place? Why the Horseshoe?
The Horseshoe is an Illinois staple, Central Illinois staple. It's the only place you'll find it. That's good. We're pork tenderloin Horseshoe guys, so you got to go with the pork tenderloin Horseshoe.
All right. These guys were saying something about hamburgers and like there's all
that's the
sorts of
original
options.
and the ham, but there's all sorts of options. But the pork tenderloin's where it's at. Big old pile of French fries, cheese.
Doesn't look like that's what you're eating.
No, it's on the order.
We got like chicken gizzards? What
No,
is
mushrooms.
that? Okay.
Gotta start with mushrooms.
What was your name?
Mac.
Mac?
Yep.
I appreciate the suggestion,
I
Mac.
appreciate you coming to our town.
Yeah, we're having a good time so far. Still early, though. All right, so we've got Famous Shoes. They've dropped the horse part because that was confusing. Now we're just eating Nikes. So this something, seriously, y'all eat a lot? Y'all like, I do this a bunch. About every Wednesday, I come have a shoe.
So like, growing up, they had it as like a meal at school.
Really? So you had Dino Nuggets one day and then this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize it was such a local thing until I went to college. I'm like, you ever had Horseshoe? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm gonna be honest, this shoe sounds very much like something poor people used to do that they've just started selling in restaurants now. Like, it's like we got some toast. This is me growing up. What we got? Toast, some fries, some ground beef. What kind of things? Is there some gravy, some cheese? Oh, we got Cheese Whiz. Toss it on there. And then somebody's like, man, we should start a restaurant that sells this cheap stuff. And then it becomes, next thing you know, it's like $18 for one. I feel like they just ran out of room on the plate one day. We have more stuff to put on this plate than we have plate. So let's do a little dissection here, if we can. Okay, am I supposed to just get a bunch of it, or like there's one fry just went down? We're down a fry.
I have a knife.
Okay. There's some sort of cheesiness here. We're just gonna try fry. I'm gonna get this on my shirt.
Yep.
I like that cheese. You got a different cheese.
See, I got the spicy cheese.
Okay. I don't want that.
This stuff, like, not over the top.
It looks like Cheese Whiz. Now we're gonna try it. Sands of Buffalo. Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this is good.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna dip this in buffalo sauce now.
It's really good. It's like a tenderloin, breaded. Not the tenderloin I cook at home. I know that look.
Well, she cooks her tenderloin twice. She got twice baked tenderloin.
Shut up.
Jill does not want that tenderloin to be tender. She tried to avoid all the tender she can in her loin.
That is not true.
Do I like the tenderloin better? Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the tenderloin.
Good.
See if I like it. Honestly, very similar to the chicken if you don't use the buffalo sauce. So I say the tenderloin or the chicken without the buffalo sauce, solid choice.
You don't like the buffalo sauce?
It's fine. I don't think it gets better with the buffalo sauce. So let's get back to some bourbon hunting. Now that I'm stuffed like a Christmas turkey, I guess we'll go try to walk it off a little bit, see if we could find some more whiskey here at Hy-Vee Wine and Spirits. Now, we've had some pretty good luck with grocery stores. I don't know if I've been in a Hy-Vee. Maybe. Y'all probably remember more than I do if I've been in a Hy-Vee, but we've had good luck with Rayleigh's and Kroger's. Let's see what we get from Hy-Vee. What's going on with that? All right, so we're going to try to show the whole selection here. You do have an outdoorsman, Evan Williams. Seeing this gentleman's cut Steph Curry a whole bunch. All the freaking High West you could possibly want. Sir Davis, if you're into Beyonce. You don't have to be into whiskey to drink that one. Actually, it's probably better if you're not into whiskey. The Bourbon brothers down there. Few Spirits. They're bottled in bond. I don't know if I have one of these. Single barrel, straight bourbon whiskey, 100 proof. Singular expression of our bottled in bond bourbon. The fine liquid within this bottle has been matured in new American oak barrels to produce a single barrel bourbon whiskey that shall never be duplicated. All right, selected by a unique individual for the singular drinker who sips it. Who sips it now? Does that say now? Why does it say that? Why does it say it's for the drinker who sips it now?
Now. You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
I thought it was going to be neat. I was thinking it was going to go with neat, and it said who sips it now.
Right now.
Yeah, this is for people who are going to drink it. So I was thinking of buying this bottle but I wasn't going to drink it right now.
Well, better put it back.
Now, I'm buying it. But I just found that funny. 3 Rangers.
Not for the weak or faint-hearted.
Okay, that seems like an oversale. They really don't want you to steal those. Oh, yeah. They sell a lot of bottles. Those guys, they get out there. They work it. They promote those.
I've had, I guess, all 3 of these. They're okay.
Price is coming down.
They're okay.
Yeah.
$41 sale on this Whiskey Acres.
Oh, see, I just bought the set. I'm not going to get that because I got that 7-year. I think it would be superior. There's no need to buy the lesser when you've already bought the better.
Magnus is sitting up there. I don't see those around here very much.
Those are kind of rare here. Yeah. The regular old Magnus. That's not to my flavor profile. The ones I have that kind of almost Sharpie note that's reminiscent of an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. But if you like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, you probably love those. I do like the cigar blends typically, though.
What makes the 4-gate the price that it is?
They just decided to charge for that. They just like, hey man, this is what it's worth. The problem is that's a lot of the premium brands. It's just like we charge that much because we're a premium brand. And whiskey's expensive. Like if you go out and you try to get expensive barrels that you don't make, they cost a lot of money to do so. And you have to. So you have to charge a premium price point. I mean, I don't know what's in that particular bottle. I don't know what that juice is, but I know people who have brands that are selling bottles for $200 retail, and they've got $4 in margin, right? But they're trying to build their brand, so they're putting out a premium product that they think eventually they will be able to get those barrels cheaper if they distill them. But it's going to take 10 years. I mean, obviously they're not going to run those margins. Some Jepson's bourbon right there. We should go. We're not doing Malort, are we?
No, Jepson's gets a terrible name, but the bourbon itself, for the price, is not bad.
Okay. There's 2 of them. One of them's $60 and one of them's $27.
I've tried the 27. I don't know what the...
Oh, God. They ruined that bottle right there by putting it in Amberana, and then they got to double the price. That's Amberana. Amberana's expensive, I'm sure. I'm sure it costs a lot. That should have been an expensive lesson. This one right here, the 8-year, had a sample of that. Not to my flavor profile there. Not a huge fan. This one, though, got this bottle. Really enjoyed it. I mean... It's been a few years. I'll have to go back and see if it's worth that price point to me, but that was a nice bottle. See, they're not even worried about anybody stealing these. Like, these are just don't even have the... They're like, man, if you want that pinhook, just take it.
The wife likes this.
The Penelope Toasted? Yeah, a lot of folks like that one. I prefer... this is my favorite Penelope outside the special releases. I mean, the Valencia is probably my favorite Penelope. Those Heaven Hill Bondeds are coming down, it looks like. I think everybody's starting to drop their price. That's one of the good things. During the pandemic, prices just kept skyrocketing. Heaven Hill, the McKenna 10-year, won some awards pre-pandemic, shot through the roof, was unobtainium, came back more expensive. And now that the bubble is kind of, we'll say it's shrinking. I'm not saying it's popped, but it's shrinking. You're starting to see folks bring those prices back down to more reasonable levels. But why not? Like, why not charge $50 if people buy all of it? Ain't like you could have sold more by having it cheaper, because you literally sold all of it. That's the malted Rhine riff up there. Old Monroe. Probably distilled in Monroe County, Illinois. Widow Jane Lucky 13 and some, looks like maybe toasted rye Elijah Craig back there. Appreciate it. Yep. We hit the grocery store. Apparently they had a lot of allocation, but they got gone earlier in the week and we missed out. We've just got poor timing when it comes to finding whiskey. Yeah, locals got it, so that's good. It's probably for the best. Let's figure out what the next store is and we'll catch up with y'all there. Next stop, Binny's, which I hear Binny's around here are epic, legendary. I don't think I've been in a Binny's, have I? Like you know every place I've been, right?
You have not.
Not been in a Binny's. Okay. Apparently they allow weed smoking in the parking lot of Binny's, though. 114 proof Old Overholt. Still 630. Silver medal winner. Missouri straight bourbon whiskey. Like, that just looks super white to me. But I'm very curious about it. Aged over 5 years? No. Did I read that? I must be. I'm losing my mind. I'm going blind. I can't read. Nah, I got it. It says aged over 5 years. It does say aged over 5 years. I'm just like, is that, like, that can't be. Like, you see that? Does that look like 5-year-old whiskey to you?
A little light.
All right, we may. What is this one? Oh, it's a different one. This one's got a little better color to it looks like. It's a rye. What'd you find?
Bowman rum.
Oh, I will take that if you got. Is there 2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rum. Oh, I thought it was a rum finish.
No.
I'm still gonna take that.
I am too.
Never seen
I
that.
found a 7.
Ooh, nice. Got a holiday 7. I feel like I have to try this. The holiday 7s. Remus. Oh, these are the Babe Ruths. Yeah. Templeton Rise. It's a Wathan's barrel proof. That's, yeah, the Wathans, they use those little Elmer pinch decanters, as they call them. Goose Island's over there. I've had my fill. I've drank enough of those to kill me. I can't. There's just too much sugar in them. I have to share them. I have to have little sips, and I can't reseal them. And so I'm afraid to even open them, because if I open one, I'm going to drink this much of it, and then it's just going to sit there.
TJ, how are you?
All right, man. How about yourself?
I'm Drew. I'm the GM here.
Nice to meet you, Drew.
Absolutely. So,
What do you know about this right here, Drew?
Still 630 is solid stuff, man.
Is it?
Obviously out of St. Louis.
Okay.
So they years ago they did some hand picks down in the St. Louis area for a small bourbon club.
Yeah.
Really, really solid. So that particular one I have not gotten a chance to try, but the pick that I had tried a couple of years back was exceptional.
Okay. It says it's 5 years. It just like the color throws me off for 5-year-old whiskey.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that.
They aged this one in the basement.
Absolutely. I will tell you this, man. If you have you been to many Binny's?
The first time I've ever been in a Binny's,
really?
as far as I know.
So, legendary handpicks. I will tell you that handpicks are just kind of universally known across the industry as super solid. One of the old Van Winkle handpicks from early in the 2000s sold on one of the auction sites at $107,000. The Wilderness Trail picks are always really, really solid. So those are really, really good. And then I don't know if we have any left or not. We had some. We must have just sold out of those. I had some Four Roses barrel strength. A couple of different recipes there as well. So
all gone though.
Yep, those ones headed
That's
on
good
out.
though.
Absolutely, man. It's good. Well, I'll let you guys look around a little bit. Just want to pop over, say hello, welcome.
Yes, sir. It's nice to meet
if there's
you.
something we can do for you, just let us know, okay?
Okay, appreciate
Pleasure.
it. Thank you.
Oh, you got your hands.
It's all good.
Appreciate you, man. You bet.
Somebody tell Total Wine this is how you handle folks who come in trying to film. I thought we were going to get shut down. I'm going to be honest. I thought that was hey. When he said my name, though, I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. Clark and Sheffield. That's a fancy little bottle.
1792.
By Barton. Okay. It's $30 bonded. Like it's 100 proof, $30. This is going to get expensive.
You need that?
We're killing budgets. I don't know. Is it more fun to have a cart, or is it more fun just to have your hands full and not be able to move your camera around? See, there's the cash strength. That's like a 2304, so that's what they look like these days.
So you got 18?
It was 18. It was a 1802. Yeah, which I'm assuming that's year and release.
Yeah.
Probably do 4 a year.
I've seen some people talking about the 10.
Well, I mean, aren't these like 9 years old or something? Like already?
I thought the regulars were 8.
Are they 8? Yeah, but do you pay like $40 more for a couple more years? I don't know. I'm not a huge Basil Hayden fan. Maybe if they bring the proof up. I just bought this Baker's High Rye. It was pretty good. Don't see those everywhere. Ooh, Blue Run. Got a cool butterfly on that one. Ooh, look at here. Yes, sir.
Got another one?
Valencia.
That's 3.
I don't care.
Evidently.
That's awesome. Okay, I am going to need a buggy now. Let me go get a buggy. Like, am I really going to leave a Valencia sitting there because I'm over budget and I don't have enough space? I think that's one you just probably have to make space for. Like, you really do. We got the Clark and Sheffield big boys there, too, for $21 for the small batch. Looks like they're trying to put out a shelfer.
We had the Screaming Titan.
I don't think I've had that one, no. Don't think I've had that one. Which one? What? That's the weeded cash strength? I'm about to pass.
Budget.
I'm going to pass. You know, again, it's not just budget. This is like day 3 of like 15 or 20 bourbon hunts we're going to do this month.
You asked about local stuff. This is about an hour north of here. Love the bottle. Love the distillery.
It's a really cool bottle. Is it good whiskey? It looks really dark, which I made fun of I didn't make fun of it, but I was concerned about the lightness on the last one. I'm concerned with the darkness on this one.
They're not small barrels.
Okay. Well, you never can tell, like those Detlings are super dark, but that's it. He's in South Alabama. All right, I'm gonna let somebody else tell me about this one. I may get it next time. We've loaded up pretty good. All right, we're gonna look at the shelf here. That's a thin bottle though. Super thin bottle. Which, you know, that other one's kind of thin-ish.
We're looking for their weeded one.
I saw one the other day and we didn't grab it. Mongahela. These are the ryes down here. There's the Elijah Craig toasted rye right there. Try to see if I can get most of this shelf in one foul swoop. Like I said, the Baker's High Rye, but we just bought one. Excuse me. Oof, that's $129 too. You didn't hit me with that. You didn't hit me with the price, did you?
They've got other variations that not here for some reason, but usually like $60.
I would prefer the cash strength, but $130. Somebody gonna tell me could be chips, could be nothing. They could have just, you know, could have been the top of the rick house. Like there's lots of reasons it could be. Could be motor oil. But you don't know. Four Kings malt whiskey finished in Tawny port barrels.
That's when you're trying to use your clout.
Okay, is it what? You think we're gonna get a better price with the clout, or? What's up, man? How are you? All right.
I watch your videos all the time.
I appreciate it. And you're buying wine?
Well, I'm here for a bottle of bourbon, though.
Okay, which bottle?
See what the guy says.
So you're like a rewards member, and he's got something special for you?
I'm hoping.
Can I follow along? Can we live vicariously through you?
If he will let it happen.
Okay, so we can go until he says no.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. You just buy wine here, and you get reward points, and then when the good stuff comes in, he calls you?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're a solid customer, they take good care of you at the end of the year when allocations come out. So.
And they don't tell you what you're going to get. They're just say, hey, man, you might want to swing by today.
Yeah, we're going to have a little conversation and see if I can't get something.
So you get to negotiate for what you want, you think?
Not really.
You think the camera's going to help you or hurt you?
Hurt, probably.
You think it's going to hurt? You don't think you don't think he's going to be like, no. This is going to be on Brewzle, we better give him the good.
No. Have you had luck in Illinois?
I mean, we've bought a bunch of local stuff. I did find a Penelope Valencia, which is kind of hard to find. Yeah. We haven't found anything rare. Yeah. I mean, not anything rare and affordable.
Yeah.
Anything in the case over there?
Weller Millennium.
We haven't found anything affordable. We're gonna go look at the case, then we'll come back and see what he got. I don't want to hurt his chances. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want him to walk out with Weller Special Reserve when he could have got a BTAC. So let's go look at this Weller Millennium over here. All sorts of fancy things there. Of course, the Dickel 18 for $5.49, and we had a chance to buy that bottle for like $50 the other day, and we passed on it. $7,499. I wonder if they'll negotiate. I wonder if I can get them to $74.50. What kind of world do we live in? All the fancy, expensive whiskeys. Anything down there? Nothing really interesting to me down there. This comes with a refrigerator? What in the holy... Dude, you get a refrigerator. The world may never know what bottle they got because we did get hey, have a good time in the store. Let's not film that. So everybody gets pretty particular when it comes to the fancy bottles. I understand. I get it. Let's check out on these and then let's get to that next store. Doing okay on budget as far as like bourbon hunts normally go. We still got at least one more store we're going to go to here, and this one might get out of hand. You never can tell. Only way to find out if it's going to get out of hand is to go let it get out of hand. Next door, Friar Beverage, which I was told this is a good one.
It'll have some good stuff.
Quarter horse wheated. All right, try to get this best I can for y'all. There's Hellboy whiskey, if anybody's been looking for that. I have not. What is it?
OGD 16.
Oh, that's mine right there. How much is it?
Free. This used to be like a secondary store, but
Okay.
recently they changed that.
Hmm.
So this used to be full of stuff, but now you can actually get something for a good price.
9-year-old Clyde Mays right there. All right, let's keep going down through here while they try to find a key so y'all can see the selection. That's just a good looking bottle of whiskey. Like it's a stout cask finish, but like the branding, the label, the bottle design, like it's just a good looking bottle of whiskey. I really like this bottle. Did you find somebody?
$330.
What's the MSRP on it?
$250.
I'm not gonna do it. I can't, the budget. I'm gonna try somebody else's before I commit to it.
They've got some
at that price.
Weller Special Reserve and stuff up by the front desk, but nothing overly special.
The McKenna Makers, $50 on a Weller Special Reserve. Old school larceny barrel proof. What batch is that? Let's say B524, so I guess the C batch is the new label. So they do have a little bit of a markup on their products here. They did have a 16-year-old old granddad, but it was $328, wasn't it? Something like that. I'll wait and find it at MSRP-ish. But overall, successful bourbon hunt today. Found an awful lot of local stuff. Penelope Valencia. We got to live vicariously through some guys getting some high-end bottles there at Binny's, although they wouldn't let us film it. Super secretive club, those, fancy bottle folks. But I appreciate y'all watching all the way to the end. See y'all in the next one.